Welcome to our IT security podcast. Today we're diving into a topic that's becoming increasingly critical for businesses worldwide: data sovereignty, true control over your data. My colleague here is an expert in data governance and international compliance requirements. Hello there.
Hi. Yes, data sovereignty is absolutely a hot topic right now. Many companies think they have control over their data, but the reality is often quite different, especially when it comes to cloud solutions.
That sounds concerning. What do you mean exactly? I thought if my data is encrypted, I'm safe.
That's actually a widespread misconception. Most cloud providers keep copies of the encryption keys. That means they can theoretically access your data anytime, or be forced to do so by governments.
Wait a minute. You're saying that even if I'm with a major cloud provider, they still have access to my encrypted data?
Exactly, and here's where the US CLOUD Act comes into play. American cloud providers can be compelled by the US government to hand over even European customer data, regardless of where it's stored.
That's a real problem for European businesses. Are there alternatives?
Absolutely. True data sovereignty means you retain complete control over your encryption keys. With Kiteworks, for example, only customers themselves have access to their keys. We as the provider mathematically cannot access the data.
That sounds interesting. How does this work in practice?
Imagine you have a safe, but someone else also has a key to it. That's the current cloud situation. With customer-managed encryption keys, only you have the key, nobody else, not even us as the provider.
I see. But what about flexibility? Do I have to run everything on premises then?
No, that's the beauty of it. You can choose on-premises, single-tenant cloud, or even air-gapped environments, depending on your sovereignty requirements. You're not locked into any specific infrastructure.
So, I can control my data geographically too.
Exactly. With geofencing, you can precisely determine from which countries or IP ranges your data can be accessed. A German law firm, for example, can specify that client data is only accessible from EU IP addresses.
That's practical. But what about compliance? GDPR, NIS2, these are complex requirements.
Here's a major advantage. Instead of having to make complicated configurations afterwards, compliance is built in from the start. GDPR compliance, NIS2 directive, everything natively supported.
You also mentioned something about privacy by design.
Right, data protection isn't added afterwards, but built into the architecture from the ground up. That's what distinguishes true sovereignty solutions from conventional cloud services. Voice 1. Let's talk about specific industries. Where is this particularly relevant? Voice 2. Everywhere sensitive data is involved. Hospitals need to protect patient data from foreign surveillance. Banks need sovereign control over financial data. Law firms must preserve attorney-client privilege, and government agencies protect citizen data. Voice 1. What about manufacturing? Industrial espionage comes to mind? Voice 2. Absolutely critical. Manufacturing companies protect their trade secrets and patents. With customer-managed keys, it's mathematically impossible for competitors or foreign governments to access this data.
Voice 1. You keep saying customer managed. Is that the same as customer controlled?
Good question. Customer managed means that truly only the customer manages and controls the keys. Many providers advertise customer controlled, but still keep copies. That's an important distinction.
How does this all work together? Isn't this very complex?
It's actually the opposite. You get a unified platform for all your data exchange channels: file sharing, SFTP, MFT, secure email, collaboration, everything with the same sovereignty controls.
That sounds like an all-in-one solution. What regional differences are there?
Great question. In Germany, data sovereignty through customer-managed encryption is the focus, protection from the US Cloud Act. In the UK, it's about UK data independence. In the Middle East, it's about regional compliance, like Saudi Arabia's PDPL or UAE data protection law.
Kiteworks positions itself as an American-European company. What does that mean?
That's unique. You get Silicon Valley innovation combined with European data sovereignty expertise. That means genuine understanding of European regulations with technical excellence, plus local presence in Europe.
Are there concrete numbers on the benefits?
Based on customer experiences, 80% less time for compliance preparation compared to traditional cloud solutions, and 60% less complexity in data governance through the unified platform.
Let's summarize. True data sovereignty means customer-managed encryption keys, flexible deployment options, and built-in compliance.
Exactly. The key points are: first, Only you control your encryption keys, mathematically impossible for others to access your data. Second, flexible deployment in your desired jurisdiction. Third, geofencing for geographic control. And fourth, native compliance support without complicated configuration.
And this differs fundamentally from conventional cloud providers.
Absolutely. Hyperscale cloud providers retain access to your data and are subject to foreign laws like the Cloud Act. With true data sovereignty, you're immune to such risks. Your data truly remains under your control.
For everyone who wants to learn more about data sovereignty and customer-managed encryption keys, we recommend visiting Kiteworks.com. There you can book a demo and learn more about these important topics.
Right, especially in today's world, where data protection regulations are becoming stricter and cloud provider risks are increasing, true data sovereignty is no longer an option. It's a necessity.
That was our podcast on data sovereignty and customer-managed encryption. Thanks for listening.
Until next time, and remember, your data, your rules.
If it's private, kite it.